1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Revelation begins. This is the revelation of Jesus Christ. So there is a grace that would be brought to us when we read and understand the book of Revelation. And verse 3 says, "Blessed are those that read and keep what is written. There is a grace." And we need to find out what is this blessing and what is this grace that will be brought to us at the revelation of Jesus Christ. The whole Bible is connected, and we need to understand the volume of the book. We cannot read Revelation as a separate book and understand this book or receive this blessing. When Moses asked to see God's glory, God said to him, "You cannot see my face, but you can only see it from the backside." And Moses was the builder of the house. But just before he died, God commanded him to sing them a song about their destruction if they do not keep the law and honor and fear God. And in Revelation, we see they sang the song of Moses and the song of the Lamb. So we cannot read these things separately. What was sealed in God's treasury in the time of Moses, sealed in Daniel, is now opened in Revelation. But this is not to our destruction. Revelation is for our benefit, opening the kingdom, the place that God prepared for us on earth. Before Moses asked to see God's glory and God revealing his goodness, or time to Moses, and this is also the place where he wrote the book of Genesis, 7 days, 7 periods of God's goodness on earth. Time is a gift because God entered time. But as a friend, Moses asked God to show him his purposes and plans. And when we understand these purposes and plans, we do not get stuck in our individual stories, but we step up into the eternal purposes of God so that we can finally be the manifested sons restoring creation. So in Exodus 33 verse 13, Moses said, "I pray you, if I have found grace." The first person to ever found grace was Noah. And in the Old Testament, they found grace. Then grace came and brought mercy. And that was when our sins are forgiven on the cross. But Moses said, "If I have found grace in thy sight, show me your way." Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." So Moses requested to see God's purposes and plans for time. He said, "Seeing that I have found grace, show me your way, that I might know you, that I might find grace in thy sight." He's talking about a double grace. And in John 1, he says, "Grace and truth came by Jesus Christ, who brought mercy." And he said, out of his fullness, we have grace for grace. The final grace is the blessing that we can understand the book of Revelation, that we can know God because we can know and understand his purposes in time. The prophet called out and he said, "Say to this mountain, grace, grace." In other words, you step out of your situation into the overcoming victory that Jesus Christ brought for us on the cross.